I'm Morgan, and I decided to do an unboxing of my Chagrin Valley Soap and Salve Black Friday haul. So these are the things that I purchased from them over Black Friday. And I do purchase some things from them. There are a handful of products that I can use from their company that seem to work with my particular health situation. And so I decided, since they were having, they had a bit of a sale on Black Friday, so I decided to buy the things that I would normally buy from them and buy them then, so that way it would be a little bit cheaper. So first of all, I really like the packaging that they use. They end up using a bunch of recycled might not be the word, but repurposed. So you know how there's reduce, reuse, recycle? Well, they tend to reuse a lot of things. So this is a brown paper there. And then they also use, instead of using bubble wrap, they tend to use this, sorry, I'm trying to get this out. But they use this brown paper that's been cut into certain shapes, which I think is really, really cool. And I really like how they didn't end up going the route of biodegradable stuff, because oftentimes that is made from, so that can be made from different starches, and frequently that is made from corn, which is a big no-no for my particular body. Corn does not get along well with my immune system. So I'm really glad that they use repurposed, reused paper instead of going the route of biodegradable stuff. And so the things that I ended up buying from them, let me set those down here out of the way somewhere. I'm gonna set those on the floor right there. So I ended up getting 3 of their creamy shea whipped body butters in the vanilla. And then I also got one of their cocoa butter whipped hair balms. And I'm gonna start off with read you the ingredients in their creamy shea whipped body butter vanilla bean scented. And I go with this one because this one is free from my particular allergens. It's made with organic virgin shea butter, organic jojoba oil, organic sunflower oil, and organic babasu oil, infused with organic vanilla beans. I'm not entirely sure how that process works. Organic beeswax and organic arrowroot powder. And what I do is basically I use this on my hands. I'm gonna get one that I already have open from around my house. And sometimes Chagrin Valley Soap and Salve seems to change up the color of paper on their packaging, or the color of things on their packaging. So what I use this for, and I know that I think that they with these, if I remember right, dipping in hands can cause can introduce bacteria and stuff into this. So I know I'm going to be right back. I have something over here I'm going to show you. So Chagrin Valley Soap and Salve also makes these little spoon things and these little spatula things, and these can be used, I think, to also scoop things out of their containers slash packaging. And I think that's supposed to reduce bacteria cross-contamination or something, versus if you're using cans that you haven't washed recently to get the thing. But I did wear, I washed my hands a little bit ago, and I've been wearing gloves. So here, this is how this the shea butter applies. It's kind of I would describe it almost as a lotion, but the thing about it is I don't really like wearing it around the house day to day, because I tend to get transfer of oil and stuff onto my computer keyboard and mouse. So I really try not to do this. What I try to do is I'll put it on at night, and that's still I almost need to get breathable cotton gloves or something to wear over my hands when I use this, because I don't really want it transferring to my sheets, because it does smell nice. It has a vanilla smell, actual vanilla, which is nice, and that helps to overpower kind of it does have shea butter in it, and that can have a little bit of a strong smell of its own. So I really like how the vanilla is strong enough to like cover that. But I do feel like it does tend to like kind of leave like a little bit of a transfer to things. So I personally prefer to wear it like to bed and maybe with gloves over it. I was using a pair of like old I think they might have been like acrylic gloves that I had from a very long time ago, that I like, just casual everyday fall gloves. And like they kind of like got like a waxy buildup in them over time that wasn't coming out in the wash. So I'm not necessarily like, so I don't think I'm going to continue using that pair unless I find a way to get the grease out really well. But I also don't want to put like nitrile gloves over these for long periods of time, because I think that those tend to trap in moisture comparatively, so I'm not sure if that's like a good option for me. And then I also, like, I should probably wipe the excess off with like, another thing that I find that I kind of like to do is, or some, like, I'll wipe off excess or only put it like from my palms, or only put stuff like on the back of my hand, so that way it kind of reduces the amount of transfer of oils. It's still not perfect. Oh, and then I wanted to talk about the cocoa butter whipped hair balm. And this one, the ingredients are organic cocoa butter, organic babasu oil, and organic jojoba oil. And what they recommend doing is before shampooing, apply to hair length, leave on for at least 15 minutes, wash and style, or to use it as like leave-in conditioner. But what I'm weird, I typically don't use it for like that. Oh, I know I shouldn't really do this, because this does cross, if I'm doing this where I'm dipping it in my hands into this after using the other thing, would create cross-contamination of stuff. But what this is it's really like firm at room temperature, but then it melts to your body. And what I like to use it as is like I like to use it on like my lips. To give like, I don't know, I feel like it gives it some shine, and it's like oily. If I remember right, like I know cocoa butter is safe for the lips, but I'm not sure about babasu and jojoba. You would want to Google that and decide that based on your own research, because like this is advertised as like a hair balm, but I didn't find that I really liked using it for my hair, so I just use it as like a lip balm instead. And sometimes like I use it on, say if I wanted to use something that I would put more on the back of my hands, like this, since it's so firm at room temperature, it's easier to get more of that there compared to the rest of my hands. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the products that I got from them, and I really like I have been using products from their company for I'm not sure how many years now. I think it's been I can't think of it off the top of my head. But basically, I started using them because I was looking for products that worked with my particular allergens, and I think that they have some warning, if I remember right, for their company, like they don't guarantee that there won't be any cross-contamination. It's basically use it at your own risk. But because I have, like, there's so many things that I can't use in a lot of different products, it's basically like if I can find something with ingredients that I can use, it's like I was desperate enough to try this, and for me they ended up working out. But obviously, like, you should talk to your own medical professionals before deciding to take risks, etc. Like, I'm not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. I'm simply saying what worked for me and what I liked. So yeah, I was gonna show off that I bought basically like 3 things of their Chagrin Valley Soap and Salve's creamy shea whipped body butter and vanilla. And I got their cocoa butter whipped hair balm, but I don't usually use it on my hair because I don't really like using a lot of styling products in my hair. So yeah, I hope that you have a happy week, and I hope that you had a good Black Friday.